Welcome to our exploration of one of the most influential figures in ancient history, Julius Caesar. Born into Roman nobility, Caesar rose from relatively modest beginnings to become a name that resonates through the annals of history. His life, marked by conquest, political genius, and eventual dictatorship, changed the course of the Roman world and, indeed, the world at large. In this video, we delve into the life of Julius Caesar from his early days in the heart of Rome, through his astonishing military campaigns to his dramatic rise to power. We'll explore how his actions, decisions, and eventual assassination shaped the transformation of the Roman Republic into an empire, a turning point that had a profound impact on the world's political and social landscape. Join us as we journey back in time, retracing the steps of Caesar, understanding his strategies, and deciphering the complex legacy he left behind. This isn't just the story of a man, but the story of how one leader's vision, ambition, and reforms influenced the destiny of an entire civilization. As we unravel the real story of Julius Caesar, we'll come to appreciate how history is shaped by individuals whose actions reverberate through the ages. Let's embark on this historic exploration. Julius Caesar's journey to greatness began in the heart of Rome. Born into a family of nobility but not of great wealth, his father's untimely death when Caesar was just 16 years old marked a turning point in his young life. However, it was his mother's unwavering support that played a crucial role during these formative years. This support helped to shape the resilient and ambitious character that would later define Caesar's legacy. As Caesar navigated through the complex political landscape of Rome, his ambition and talent did not go unnoticed. In 60 BC, a pivotal moment came with the formation of the First Triumvirate, a political alliance between Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. This alliance was more than a mere partnership. It was a strategic masterstroke that catapulted Caesar into the upper echelons of Roman politics. The Triumvirate was a union of convenience and ambition. Each member brought their unique strengths and resources to the table. Crassus, known for his immense wealth, provided financial backing. Pompey, a military and political heavyweight, offered influence and experience. Caesar, the youngest of the three, brought his own brand of charisma and political acumen. Together, they formed a force that dominated Roman politics for several years. This alliance was not without its challenges and controversies. It was seen by many in the Senate, including influential figures like Cato the Younger and Cicero, as a direct challenge to the traditional power structures of the Roman Republic. Nonetheless, the Triumvirate's combined influence was formidable, and it allowed Caesar to embark on his ambitious military campaigns, including the iconic Gallic Wars. These campaigns would not only extend Roman territory significantly, but also bolster Caesar's reputation as a military genius. Through the Triumvirate, Caesar had effectively bypassed the traditional pathways of power in Rome. His rise to prominence was a testament to his strategic mind and political savvy. It was the beginning of a journey that would see him transform from a politician of noble birth to a ruler of unprecedented power. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into Caesar's military campaigns and his eventual solo rise to power, marking the beginning of a new era in Roman history. The chapter of Julius Caesar's life as the governor of Gaul is one of the most riveting and transformative periods in his career, as well as in the history of Rome. Appointed in 58 BC, Caesar was tasked with governing a vast and tumultuous region, a role that would serve as the crucible for his military and strategic genius. During his tenure in Gaul, Caesar conducted a series of military campaigns that were nothing short of extraordinary. His conquests in this period were characterized by both brilliance and ruthlessness. Among his most notable achievements was the construction of a bridge across the Rhine River, a feat that demonstrated not just military might but also remarkable engineering skills. Furthermore, Caesar's incursions into Britain were a bold statement of Roman power and ambition, marking the first Roman invasions of the island. However, Caesar's successes in Gaul were not without their political consequences. His expanding power and influence became a source of concern for his former ally, Pompey. The once-strong bond between Caesar and Pompey began to unravel, particularly after the deaths of Pompey's wife, Julia, who was also Caesar's daughter, and Crassus. These events left Pompey as the sole consul in Rome, aligning him with Caesar's opponents. Tensions reached a boiling point when Pompey, swayed by the Senate and Caesar's adversaries, ordered him to disband his army and return to Rome. In a defining act of defiance, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army in 49 BC, a move that symbolically marked the point of no return. This bold and decisive maneuver triggered a civil war between the forces loyal to Caesar and those aligned with Pompey. The ensuing conflict was a pivotal moment in Roman history. Caesar's armies chased Pompey across various regions, from Spain to Greece, and finally to Egypt. This relentless pursuit underscored Caesar's determination and military prowess. In our next segment, we will delve into the dramatic and consequential interactions between Caesar, Cleopatra, and the evolving political landscape of Rome, leading to his eventual rise to absolute power. As we continue our journey through the life of Julius Caesar, we witness the unfolding of events that forever changed the face of Rome and the ancient world. As Julius Caesar's power and territory expanded, so too did the complexity of his political and personal life. One of the most intriguing chapters in this story is his involvement in the Egyptian civil war and his relationship with the enigmatic Cleopatra. After pursuing Pompey to Egypt, Caesar found himself embroiled in the Egyptian conflict between the young pharaoh Ptolemy XIII and his co-regent, Cleopatra. The dynamics of this conflict changed dramatically with Caesar's arrival. He quickly became Cleopatra's ally and lover, supporting her claim to the throne. Their alliance was not just political, it was also personal, producing a son named Caesarion. This relationship, steeped in both romance and strategy, played a crucial role in the geopolitics of the era. Upon returning to Rome, Caesar's stature as a military and political leader was at its zenith. In 46 BC, he was appointed dictator of Rome for 10 years. This period marked the beginning of significant reforms under Caesar's leadership. He initiated a series of social and governmental changes, aiming to strengthen and stabilize Roman society. Among his most notable reforms was the creation of the Julian calendar, an enduring legacy that reformed the way time was measured and is still reflected in today's modern calendar. In early 44 BC, Caesar's power was further consolidated when he was declared dictator for life. This unprecedented move alarmed many in the Roman Senate and elite. It symbolized a dramatic shift from the Roman Republic towards a form of government that revolved around a single, powerful leader. Caesar's reforms and centralized power were transformative, but they also sowed the seeds of discontent and fear among those who saw him as a threat to the Republic's traditions and balance of power. In our next section, we delve into the dramatic climax of Caesar's story, his assassination, and its profound impact on Roman history. As we continue to explore the life of Julius Caesar, we see a man who was not only a military genius and a charismatic leader, but also a polarizing figure whose actions would lead to the end of the Roman Republic and the dawn of the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar's rise to unprecedented power came to a sudden and violent end on the Ides of March 44 BC. On this fateful day, Caesar was assassinated by a group of senators, led by Brutus and Cassius, marking one of history's most infamous betrayals. The assassination was the culmination of growing fears among the Roman elite that Caesar's power threatened the very foundations of the Republic. The impact of Caesar's assassination was immediate and far-reaching. Rome was plunged into a series of civil wars, reflecting the deep divisions and power struggles that Caesar's rule had intensified. These conflicts would eventually lead to the end of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Out of the chaos of Caesar's death emerged his adopted heir, Octavian, known later as Augustus. Octavian's ascent marked the beginning of a new era in Roman history. He became the first Roman emperor, establishing a form of government that would last for centuries. This shift from republic to empire was a direct consequence of Caesar's actions and the power vacuum his death created.